nothing but internet. We are manipulating with the internet these days. We have the handset in our hands, and obviously this handset maybe uh, go for right solutions to make all the things. We can go for internet for all the purpose, and we need a computer and we need a mobile phone to connect the IoT devices. And this is the introduction I'm going to giving to you. And this 4G and 5G or even a 5G connections are going to embed on India very soon. And you may hear about the IoT devices and artificial intelligence, RPA, ROS. These are the things you are hearing nowadays as advertisement. And this basic thing means if you are having a electronical behavior means you have to know about the basic of the electronics, right? And after that, the next step is IoT. And after the IoT devices and the IoT, you may construct the IoT devices. Next, you are going for a artificial intelligence, and after that, you are going for a RPA and ROS like things. So these are the steps we have to follow it. So after the electronical basic, right? Electronical basic, you know about the resistor, transistor, or inductor, capacitor, like the basic components. You know means you being an electronical hobbyist, right? And after that you are going for the internet of things, right? And here the internet and sensor. So left hand side we are having the internet and sensor. Here I am going to describe you briefly about the internet and sensors. So internet is nothing but a computer that is connected to the internet protocol. So you may know about the internet. In olden days it is very slower, and it may be cause it may be cause several damages to go for a communication. But today's we are conducting a webinar, so that is a one-to-one communication is going into a one-to-many communication. So that is the real cause of the internet. And after the 5G coming means, so it will be go several faster. We can download a 1 GB in 1 second. It may happen in India soon, right? So these things are coming into manipulated the documents. So in olden days they are introduced the world is introducing by mean of getting a calculation and documentation. So here you may go for a Google means that we are having a spreadsheet and PDF editor or else document editor like this. All the things are coming under the category of Google, right? So these documents are needed to manipulated by mean of a device. The device is called as a IoT device, right? So next hand we are having the sensor. So sensor is nothing but a sensor. Here we are going to measure the physical property, right? So sensor is a analog device. So analog devices is converted into a digital one. So sensor is nothing but a manipulating device that is converted analog signal into a digital one. So if you go for IR sensor means you may have in the TV segmentation, right? So if you are having a television in your home means you may operate in a remote area. So when we transferring a lot of things, that is maybe changing the channels and changing the volumes like that. You may have the physical property like this. That is a IR transmitter is sending to transfer the signal to the receiver, and after that PB obey accordingly, right? So this is the sensor representation, and the main sensor we are having in our phone, that's handset. We are using 4G handset and Android based operating system. We are using maximum users are using this mobile phones only. So here we are having only the gyro sensor and the proximity sensor like that we are having, right? So next of all we are going for the IoT. So IoT is nothing but a computer based. It is a computer based one, and a computer based one means we are connecting the sensor and activator. So we are just mixing together. So we are mixing the sensors and computers and activator to the port. It is through the internet we can control. So we can we can see a later example. I had a 4-5 examples of how the IoT devices get operated with the internet connections. That are the example we can see in next. We can see in the next presentation, right? So this is about the IoT. here we are having the internet connected devices. If they are you hear me? There is any questions regarding the introduction of IoT? Moreover, 66 participants are here. Anybody having any questions regarding this presentation? If you are having means, please raise your hands. Okay. Let it go for next slide. This is about IoT devices. So this is a step by step. That is a right hand side we are having the reference model, and the left hand side we are having the internet connected devices. And first of all, we are going for the right hand side. That is a reference model, and this is the bottom up approach. So you may have the sensor devices or cameras in the downwards, and after that routers is available to connect the sensors to the database, right? And after that, the third segmentation here we are having as edge computing, and next one, the fourth segmentation, we are having the data accumulation, and after that, the fifth segmentation having the data abstraction, and sixth segmentation, that is the application. So when we change in the any temperature, when there is a change in any temperature, or else there is a change in the any particles that we are needed to restore, that is in the that is stored in application, that is a graphical format application. If you are having designing a GPS circuit, means GPS devices, IoT devices, means that they are having the speedometer and locations, Google map, like that we can have in the application, right? So it will be go for a greater and bigger one. The GPS, and telling about the GPS tracking is a very large database we have to connect, and we have to connect a lot of displays also, and that make the user to interface easily and compared to the Google map, right? And seventh one is a collaboration one, so we can have the camera segment here. So next one, we are having the monitor here, and we can call, and we can share, and we can update, right? So this is a refresh one, right? So this camera can be connected by means of any particles, right? Or you may have the computer and along with the camera, or monitor via the GPS connections, or else you can you can call by means of stimulating this button by means of calling the particular things. Next, you can share your location to the many peoples by means of SO connection. You may press the share button, right? So left hand side, that is a evaluation of IoT devices. So usually IoT devices can be connected by means of Bluetooth, and by means of Ethernet connection, and by means of internet, and by means of SIM module, right? So these are the several segmentations to connect the internet of IoT devices, right? So first of all, the John Drumkey toaster. So it is inverted into 1990s, the internet by means of Ethernet. So you guys knows about the Ethernet. So Ethernet is nothing but you may have in backside of your PC, on left hand side or right hand side on the laptop, there is a RJ45 connector. It is going on, right? So it may help to connect the internet by means of wired connection, right? So you may see in your schools, or you may see in your colleges, there is a Ethernet connection is available. So in 1990s itself, it can be IoT devices. It is done by means of a John Drum toaster, right? So next one, we are going for that is a pager network. Pager network, it is nothing but just display the text of the message, right? So you may hear some of the 90s kids are having the pager. There is a pager they know very well, because there is a simple LCD display. If you message to some of the members, means they will only receive the SMS like that, or there is a message like that. Next of all, we are going for the iPad. iPad, you know that is available in iTunes too, and Nike iPad. So it is inverted by 2008. So it is the transferring rate that is done by means of a USB and PC, right? and Rafi Hajaruddin Najjar, that is designed by mean of Wi-Fi. These are the evaluation, and you may see this iPhone that is inverted into 2000, that is inverted at the year of 2007. That is run by mean of a GSM connection, right? So GSM is nothing but it is a SIM based module. So you may have a 2G connection in that. So you may have, if you are using a Airtel SIM, means there is a 3 segmentation is available. Now itself you can see Edge, that is a 2G connections, and GSM, that is a 3G connection. Sorry, 3G and 4G connections are available, right? So GSM means that is equal to a 2G, right? And next up 3G is nothing but it is a faster, and 4G is the fastest, and 5G it is a 2 faster than the 4G, right? And next of all, we are going for the wafer Billa Sobot. It is inverted in Europe in 2007, and these are the evaluation of the IoT device. First, they are going for the wired connection. Wired connection, they are going for going for the Ethernet, right? Wireless connection, they are going for the Wi-Fi. So these are the IoT devices. You need to learn a lot about it. And this is the introduction. So I am going for a smaller introduce about all the devices, right? Any queries? Any queries means you may raise your hands. Participants, do you have any queries? Okay, I'm going for a continue that session. Next, about the IoT devices. So here we are need of a sensor and activator. So already I discussed about the sensors, and next I didn't discuss about the activator. Sensor is nothing but analog devices. It is a devices that is convert the analog signal into a digital signal, right? And on the other hand, we need an activator. You may hear about the relays, right? So relay is nothing but it is an activating device. So it is an activating device. Once it is get triggered, means it will get the output as connect, right? So if you have a switch in your home that is connected neutral and phase, that may be discussed in the example session and after this presentation, right? A major thing of the IoT is a microcontroller, right? So here the microcontroller, it is done by mean of Arduino or else NetDino Plus or Billy Bones, right? So the microcontroller, we need that maybe microprocessor in Arduino level, or else Raspberry Pi on the Pi segmentation, right? So microcontroller, we need that microprocessor, we need that is needed to have get the input and put the output, right? That is a microprocessor is simply goes. So even the Arduino is designed by mean of a simple application that we are having a 13 pins, and after that they are having the analog pins, and they are having the digital pins, and they may have a 5 volt and 3 volt. These are the advantages that is available in Arduino, but Arduino is nothing but a combination of Atmega 328P. So you may have an electronic hobbyist, means Atmega 328P is enough for your project presentation, right? Your project Atmega 32P is enough, right? So next we are going for the sensor measurement. So there is a lot of IoT devices, IoT websites are available. So ThinkSpeak and Expel to store the use of sensor measurement. So for example, you may check this link. There is a ThinkSpeak channel 9. You may check this link, and this link will help us to go for a IoT sensor that is connected to this particular website, right? So you may check this ThinkSpeak. It is a free version only, and some of the versions are paid one, and you may use the free version as if you are in a beginner stage, right? Next, the Twitter also allowing the human to talk and receive the comments. If you are able to, you may saw in the website, right? That website we are having is you may have the voice that is transfer into a typing text. That is present in a Google board. That is a Google keyboard that is present, right? So if you are talking to Hindi or English, it may be it may be converted into a several text. So that is inverted by mean of Twitter. That is allow the object to talk to human that receive the commands, right? So next one, next hand we are having the Thinker IO. So it is also a Internet of things website, and it is also available in a free. And here they are testing that Arduino, that is for a blink application. There is a LED blinking, So you may connect Android applications, or else you may connect a website. That is you may press the button and it will glow. That is a LED blinking. So that is that we can show an example later, right? Any queries? Any queries?
Hi guys, if you have any queries, please ask. Sir will answer all your queries.
Shall we start, ma'am? Shall we continue?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, we can continue. I think there is no query. Krishna, you please refresh your screen once. Krishna, you please refresh your screen once. You will see all the things clearly. Please refresh your screen once.
Okay, next we are going to start the session with the Arduino. So Arduino, you may know, so it can be easily connected with the USB, and these are the references that that allow to follow the Arduino. So you may connect it by means of getting these links. So if you are using a Mac OS, means you may copy and paste the first link, and next Windows version means you may having the second link. And after that, if you're having any playgrounds like examples in a Linux, means you may share the third one, right? So these are the basic we have to go for a target, right? So first of all, the resistor. So you may know what is a resistor, right? So resistor is nothing but it is a drop. It is a voltage drop, and here we are having to measure the particular resistor by means of ohms, right? So it is also a color coded. You may, I think there is a, hello?
Yes, sir.
Some disturbances happen, ma'am.
Okay, okay, sir. Sir, please enlarge your PPT, and I think all you can mute all participants from your side.
Yes, ma'am. I think disturbance causes all the participants are get muted only, ma'am.
They are all muted.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. So I continue from this slide, ma'am. So this resistor, the resistor can be used for various purpose, and when you are using this LED, so LED is nothing but a light emitting diode. So when you are using the LED, if you are using a 5 voltage in Arduino, means you have to go for the 220 ohms, right? That is this smaller part is the anode one, and this bigger part is the cathode one, right? So you guys know about these things if you are an electronic hobbyist or you are from engineering college, and you may know this part, right? And if you are connecting this LED, if you are connecting this LED in Arduino board, means you have to connect the resistor, right? Resistor, because this LED only support a 3.3 volt. LED only 3.3 volt. This, ma'am.
Yes,
this LED, yes, ma'am. There is a disturbance in your mic only, ma'am.
Okay, in my mic. Yes, okay, I will unmute myself, and sir, please enlarge your slides. Sir, your slides are
very smaller one, right?
Can you?
So it is not.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. So please enlarge your slides, sir. Your slides are not visible on the screen.
Okay, ma'am. Now it's visible. It's visible, ma'am.
Yes. Yeah, it's visible, but it needs to be enlarged. They are coming in the corner of the page.
So it is okay, ma'am. I'm sharing the entire screen, ma'am. I'm sharing the entire screen. It's visible. I'm sharing in the entire screen, ma'am. It is visible.
Wait a minute, sir. I'll come back to you.
Okay. Shall I continue or I'll stay?
I am muting myself. Please continue, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Ma'am, it is visible. It is visible, ma'am. I think the participants are going for this slides only. I'm continuing. When we going for a LED, so LEDs we need a 220 or 330 ohms that is needed to connect on an anode segmentation, and after that the negative is going to the ground of the Arduino, right? So these are the LEDs we are going for test for the power supplies or else output activated or input activated like that. And after that we need a switch, right? A switch is a major concern. This is a push switch, right? So DPST switch, and lot of switches are available. When we press the switch means we can close the particular connection and give a trigger to the particular connection, right? These are the basic thing we needed to connect it for the Arduino devices, right? So the resistor, LED, the switches, these are the basic things, right? If you are having a much knowledge, much knowledge in our electronic means it is very good, right? So next of all, this is a breadboard design you may have in colleges. It's having a n number of pins, right? In a vertical way it is open, and the horizontal way it is get closed, right? So these are the things. It's a basic thing you have to need to concentrate and go for a target, right? Next of all, going for the wiring a switch with Arduino. So these are the basic things. So you may have the blinking segmentation, right? So here the keypad is available, and after that there is a n number of digital pins. I going for this presentation as a this slide is a important one because it have a 13 digital pins, 0 1 2 and 13, and after that there is a ground signal is available, and after that ARF and SDA and SCL, right? And here they are having a 5 voltage as a separated one from the Arduino, and 3.3 as a separated voltage from the Arduino. It is connected to this particular button. The button having a 4 terminals. This is the one terminal, so it is needed to connect it on the left hand side, and after that the second pin is connected to the this second terminal is connected to the second pin, and after that it is going for the ground, right? The black color pin is indicate the ground, and it is connected to the resistor opposite, right? And another resistor is needed to on a second terminal, right? If you push the button, it will not affect the Arduino. So because if you push the button means 5 volt is directly transferred to the second voltage, it will cause some of the damage to the Arduino. And if we have the resistor and it is going for a ground means it will not happen, so right, it will not get malfunction the Arduino, right? So the push button, it is an important one. It is a basic thing of the IoT, and it is a normal Arduino, so it is a normal microprocessor, and from this we can transfer the microprocessor towards the IoT, right? So next of all, this is the programmable segmentation. So pin mode. So it is here we are having a sensor pin. So int is nothing but sensor pin equal to 2, right? So it is an example of the button. So when it is connected to the pin number 2, and setup. So here there is a 2 segmentation setup. We are going for the defining the particular pins. What are using. If I using the 13 pin, we have to describe on it this, right? So maybe you may use the pin mode 2 comma input 2 comma input. You may describe this, right? You may declare as the 2 number comma input, right? I am already declared in the outside. That is globally I am declaring a sensor pin equal to 2, right? So void setup there it is for declaring the particular pins, and the loop setup it is for the looping. So here the sensor value equal to digital read of sensor. Sensor value equal to digital read of sensor pin. Here sensor pin is connected to this input means and we are having the sensor println on the output segment. So we can connect the IR sensor on here. Here the second terminal means IR sensor get low means sensor value will get high, right? So these are the basic thing we have to concentrate on the programmable segment, right? And these devices is nothing but ESP devices. So ESP devices are largely available in our segmentation. That is our India. We are having a ESP with Wi-Fi. There is a Arduino with Wi-Fi. It is called as a ESP. We may have the 8266, I think so. We may have. I confident with that. 826 is a major development, and this is used for transferring the data by means of internet. We can activate the device and we can deactivate the device, and these pins. So GPIO 1 to GPIO 16, right? So these pins can be controlled by means of internet. So we needed to connect the internet towards this. So we know about that SSID. So what is the SSID means? When we transferring the hotspot to our friends means there is a hotspot in the hotspot terminal. There is a SSID and password, right? So SSID is nothing but a name, and password is nothing but a password of the particular hotspot. So you may connect these devices to the particular device. A particular phone means you needed to hotspot on the particular phone, and after that details will be entered by means of a program towards the ESP, right? So after that the general key is needed. That is a API key is needed to, if you are having a Blink application, and if you are having a Thinker, if you generate some of the things means, if you generate some of the things, you may have the key that is generated by means of a Blink application, that is generated by means of a Thinker IO. They are having the keys, right? So they may given to your mail ID or your phone number, like that. They may transferring the key, right? So after that, you may program this particular program or patch it into a particular ESP8266 means it will get connected to the internet, right? So that you can operate the devices by means of clicking. There's a button in your Android application. You can control these kind of GPIO on that, right? And next right hand side there is a this is the one of the temperature sensor, DHT. That is a humidity sensor. Here we can note the temperature and sensors, and we can connect the by means of a ESP. Same segmentation here I am follow, and same we have to follow here. Here the D1 is connected to this data pin. So there is a NC is available. So NC is connected to the D1 pin, right? So when we having the some of the Android applications like sensor valuation, the D1 is getting triggered by means of this sensor, right? So this value is converted by means of several calculation. It may give a several temperature to our phone devices, right? So the phone devices may be having a 34° in our area means it will be transfer the data towards the phone, and the phone will be showing that 32° or 44° depends upon the sensor receiving the value, right? Any queries?
There is a question.
Okay, ma'am.
They want to know about ZigBee gateway. Can you please little about ZigBee gateway also?
ZigBee gateway is nothing but it is one of the Android application. ZigBee is only we can transfer into a room. So if you are having a room in a several situation means there is a several meters it can be transferred. So that is a drawback of ZigBee. It is like a Bluetooth or Wi-Fi connections, right? Whether it is clear?
Ravi, is it clear now? Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Shall I continue the presentation, ma'am? Ma'am, shall I continue the presentation?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please continue. Please continue, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. That is the importance and the futures of the IoT devices. So the importance is nothing but a connectivity and sensing thing, and active engagement and scales and dynamic nature and intelligent and energy and integration and safety. So the connectivity is an important thing. So the connectivity, so we can having a closed circuit and open circuit, and we may connected these kind of things, and this may be happen to connect the IoT devices to the entire world, right? The sensing also needed to connect in right away. And if you are having a IR sensor, we are having a PR sensor, and we are having the lot kind of sensor like that, and we needed to sense the particular things. If you are having a PR sensor, means it identify the human transformation, right? If the human maybe go and come, means it will be get sensed, right? So the PAR sensor and the IR sensor are play a major role in our IoT devices. And if you having any intrusion detection system, so any intrusion may be detected by means of these kind of sensors. And active engagement, so you needed to connect to your segmentation, you needed to connect to your devices by means of 24/7, right? So 24 hours you have to operate the things. If you having a security in design, if you embedding your design in IoT, and you needed to have connected into a active engagement, right? And next one, the scale. The scale we have to go for in a larger scale, right? Larger scale, and scale we are going for we are describing in 10 segments, right? 10 segments to 100 segments, so that is a scaling property. If you are introducing a segment in a 10 way and going to a 100 way, it is possible, means you needed to connect in the scale, right? So next one, a dynamic nature. So dynamic nature, it's maybe, let us consider the temperature one. The temperature one may be varied. Temperature 1 may be varied, or temperature 2 may be varied. So according to that, we have to go for a dynamic way. And after that, intelligent may be caused. The intelligent is nothing but artificial intelligence we can embed on the IoT device, right? So artificial intelligence means if you are recording too much data, right? If you are recording too much data, means we can be embedded that artificial intelligence to our IoT devices, right? So energy, so the consumption of the energy we have to go in a reduced manner, because nobody can allow us to connect powerful devices like motor like that. We don't want to that kind of energy have to consume. We have to go for in a reduced manner. If you are using adapter, it is better. If you are using a transformer, means it's not better. So you have to choose a lower adapter, lower power presentation, right? So next of all, the integration. So integration must be in a lower manner. So there is a lot of integration is allowed. So integration are needed to transform a lot of things, right? So integration, maybe we can consider a lot kind of integration, right? So integration we needed to embed it because of we need a lot of data, right? So a lot of data we are going to for integration on a lot of devices. We have to need an integration that we needed to transfer. And we needed to have a lot of integration on it. If we produce integration, means it's pretty good for the customer to buy the particular things, right? Next of all, let us go for the sanitizer. So automatic sanitizer are doing a lot of companies are going for the automatic sanitizer. They are putting the pump inside the sanitizer, so it is not a safety one. And if you are putting a pump in a sanitizer, means it is a DC current, it will get burned, I think so. I think it will definitely get burned if the dilution is not done on the sanitizer, right? So the safety is an important measure for the designing the particular devices. You may have the safety, means it will not get earthing, it will get a proper earthing. You may connect the devices in a several better way and better screw, and you may have any defects will causes, like the safety measure we have to measure on the IoT devices. And next one, these are the challenges of the IoT devices, right? So here we are having the insurance, and right hand side we are having the automobile and transportation. So insurance company also embedding the particular IoT devices because several sectors, several mans are present or not, or else they are able to move one place to another place, the automatic transformations. In the automobile and transportation, it is needed to connect a GPS, right? I already spoke about the GPS. That is a car and the trucks are available. Even a truck owner have embed the GPS on the particular truck. So it may help that the owner can watch the particular truck, where it is going, how many mileage are they are getting, and how many things are they traveled, like that they know, right? So next of all, next thing, the car. So car, we already know the car. So we may, if you are father of the particular daughter or son, means they may travel. So it may be causes the, maybe accident may be done, or else over rashing driving can be done. It may be watched from our mobile, or else watched from our laptop or tablet. We may watch their speeds, and watch their location where they travel, and like that we can go for now automobile and transportation. Next one, agriculture sector. So these are the backbone of our India. So that is agriculture sectors. So here we are needed to measure the land humidity, and what are the humidity of the land. So for example, if we are having a wet land, means we needed to circulate the motor, right? So that we need automation on the agriculture sector. Agriculture sectors are not embodying this kind of a microprocessor or microcontroller or IoT devices like that. So because the farmer are not much know about the knowledge of the IoT devices. Next one, energy sectors. There is a lot of power plants, and power sectors are available in our India, right? So energy sectors are needed to calculate what are the power generated by themselves towards the Internet of Things. That is IoT devices that is needed to monitor the particular energy, right? So particular energy that is stored in the particular data, means they can calculate the future and cost of their energy consumption. Next one, manufacturing sectors. Manufacturing sectors are producing a lot kind of devices, that is components are provided by the manufacturing. So we needed to count, right? So we needed to count, we needed to import a lot of things from the manufacturing sectors. So these may be given to the IoT application, that is done by mean of counting, or else any other particles. Maybe manufacturing need a safety concern from the IoT devices. So we can share that. We can share the manufacturing sectors towards the IoT challenge. So these are the segmenters having the challenges in IoTs. So according to my concern. So any questions beyond that?
Sir, there is a.
What question, ma'am? Participants having any questions? IoT is applicable for cyber security purpose. Yeah, it is applicable for cyber security purpose, but a lot of researches are going on that is cyber security, and it may be in the future. That is artificial intelligence devices or embedded, means it can be it can be good for cyber security purpose, right? And next one, Rajini Yadav. What is the difference between IoT devices and artificial intelligence device? So artificial intelligence device is nothing but it is a basic thing of IoT device. So if you are able to construct IoT devices, means that next level of the IoT device is the artificial intelligence device, right? So Rajini Yadav, so you may have that answer. And another question: how can we protect the IC devices from the cyber hacking? So it's a good question. Cyber hacking, a lot of patents are being hacked by some of the countries, I think so. I studied in a recent article, and it is a good question, but cyber hacking is not done by mean of having the hexa code. So we are having the hexa code on the IC, right? So that it's a very tough to hack the particular hexa value from the IC. So it is not possible, and it is also possible because real-time hacking is playing a major role, because all the things are hacked by the hackers all over the world. And even you may ask the question like I see devices from the cyber hacking means. So it is also a possible things, I think so, but it will be not easier one, right? Another questions. Shall you participants raise your hands? So there is no question is available in the, let us go for a presentation to continue. Any questions? Is there any questions? So go for a presentation. This is the future and hope. People will get addicted to the technological connections and say no to unplugging, right? So we are having the IoT devices. IoT devices, we are having an unplugging one. So plugging one is nothing but we are connecting the devices into a 24/7. I would say I'll discuss in the previous slide. And next of all, we have to increase the internet participants. So it is a major one. So internet participants are needed to connect always. So we are having the WhatsApp, we are having the Facebook. We are always on in the online, get online in the particular social media, I think so. So it is the internet participants we have to need it into a IoT device because it is the future of the India. So it is going to rise in India within 2 years, right? So right. So human ability may be decreased. We will have the IoT device in a larger manner means human ability will get decreased, right? So that is the risk of this factor. Maybe the human may be converted their technical knowledge into scientific knowledges means they can survey in the world, right? So that's what I'm going in the presentation. If you are technical in a too much means you can easily survey in the world. So that's why these courses are introduced. If you are learning these courses means it can be easily survey by mean of your engineering college. You may have a final year. Final year means if you get certificate like this means you can be easily get a job, right? In IoT segmentation, right? IoT based company, right? So it is a rapid increase in IoT. It is an increase in a risk, right? Next one, future. So after that, I already discuss about the electronical hobbyists, and after that, IoT devices, and after that, artificial intelligence. These are the steps I introduced in the introduction slide, and this is the increased of a DDoS attack, right? So future is based on the DDoS attack, and this may be decreased, right? It may be decreased the risk factor, that is a failure of the IoT devices, because it is being to the next level means it will not get failure, right? So it will increase the DDoS attack, and after that the region of smart cities. So you may have the Delhi as New Delhi, and Madras as Chennai, and Bangalore as a smart cities, right? So these are the words. Because of that, if you are going for the smart cities means if you go for a bus or else you may go for a walk means there is a lot of digital boards, right? So digital board display about what are the climate condition, whether it is raining or else what are the buses are going for this areas like that. These are the smart rides. If you go for a railway station means they will announce that next train will be arrived on platform number 1, like that they told. But we have the app today. There is a where is my train app. So the Where is my train app discuss about the lot of trains. So what are the trains are going for this station to that station, and when will the train reach, and where is the train, and like that there is a lot of options available in Where is my train app, right? So these are the Internet of Things. So the particular train having the GPS devices or IoT based devices that is needed to connect to the app, and that app can be translated to you as a user interface, right? So these are the smart cities. Maybe we are having the bus stand. In that bus stand, the display will be going like this. If you are having a smart city in the future means next bus will be arrive on this time. You may go for this location means you have to wait for 5 minutes. Like that, the future will be happen. It may happen in India within 3 years, I think so. Next one, the artificial intelligence will be the big, right? So it is the next level of the IoT. I already spoke to you the artificial intelligence, and here we are going for the artificial intelligence. If you are having that is a smart vehicle, that is smart vehicle means autonomous vehicle. If you hear about that, a lot of companies are forwarding towards the autonomous vehicles. That is a driverless vehicles. So that is a part of the artificial intelligence. If you are constructing IoT devices, we can run the vehicle, but we are going for the autonomous vehicle means we are embodying the artificial intelligence only it is possible. You have to go for the left side, right side, and back side. We have to go for the lidar sensor, or else we have to go for a camera. Then only we can operate the autonomous robot. So that is the artificial intelligence. So that is the next level of IoT, right? So this is all the carrier in the IoT devices. So first of all, the machine learning and the AI. AI is nothing but artificial intelligence, and machine learning is nothing but we have to learn, right? So we have to learn to survey in the world. So that's one part, and another part we have to learn the particular machine, right? And we have to allow the machine to learn. So that is nothing but a machine learning, right? So the machine learning is needed, and because of the machine learning only, machine can only they can learn. For example, if I going for the OpenCV Python that kind of a project means there is a option is available. That is we can capture the image, we can train the image, with a previous thing, and let us compare this value and produce the output, right? If you having the same value on the particular devices mean it will get alarm. For example, if you having n number of robbers in a police station means you can train the particular photos into IoT devices, right? So after that you may fetch the devices in the public places, right? So the IoT devices have the option, if the train the images having matched with the camera input means it will get one. So let us consider this application may be helped to avoid the thefting, right? So this kind of the machine learning we have to embody, right? These are the carrier in the IoT. So next one, design of data. So data also forming a many post ways. So for example, if you are designing a GPS means you have to know about the customer, you have to know about the customer present status and past status and history of the particular customer, where they are going, how many mileage the bike will have, how many speed it will go. You have to know about the data. So that is the design of data. You know the data very well from your GPS devices or GPS based IoT devices. You have to show the particular data into a graphical format. So it may help the particular user to interact with your application. So that is the design of data. So you may have a design application. Next one, automation. So there is a lot of automations are needed to allow. So if you are having a industrial as your own means, you needed to put an alarm at 9 o'clock and 5 o'clock and ending alarm. Starting alarm is 9 o'clock and ending alarm is 6 o'clock means it is needed to automate. We don't want to press the buzzer to on the particular devices. It is not an automation purpose, and it is one of the way of automation, right? So next one, hardware interfaces. So it is an important one. We may choose a lot of interfaces, right? We may choose a lot of hardware interfaces. For example, we can use the camera as an interface, we can use a sensor as an interface, we can go for a relay as an interface, right? So we have to manipulate the higher hardware, and we have to manipulate we have to not import the lower amount of that is a cheaper interface we don't want to allow, because if you are importing a cheaper one means it will get disturbed or else you have the name will spoil you, right? So if you are having a talented in your electronical means, you may go for a better hardware and a high hardware and quality hardware, right? So these are the important one in the hardware interfacing. Next one, mobile development. So mobile development, we needed to create a graphical user interface towards the customers. If you are in a designing area means you have to create a smooth one, a smooth interface towards the particular user, right? So next one, UI and UX design. So it is a part of the mobile development. Next one, information security. So information security is a major one. So you needed to secure the particular customer data. If you are losing the particular customer data means it will be in a hacker manner. So we needed to provide the security for the information in the customer side, right? So next one, the business intelligence. So business intelligence, we needed to create in a marketing segmentation. So we needed to provide a version as 1.0, 2.0, and like that 3.0. We have to evolve the particular business intelligence to make our version as soon as possible by means of a smaller development. So any queries is available? Any queries is available?
Yes, sir. So students want to know what are the things required to learn IoT effectively.
Okay, ma'am. I will present in next presentation, followed by this these slides.
Okay, there is one more question. What is DDoS attack?
DDoS is a denial of services. Denial of services, reduced denial of services.
Okay. What is the difference between risk mitigation and rapid increase in IoT? What's the difference between risk mitigation and rapid increase in IoT?
It is nothing but to always get the information.
What's the future of IoT?
Future of IoT, ma'am. There is a disturbance. There is a disturbance is getting. I think where is it coming? Future of IoT. It is. I'm going to present in the next slide. So you may concentrate on these things. Means you may have a better idea, right? So shall I present this?
So what's the difference between risk mitigation and rapid increase in IoT? So both are similar.
Similar only. There is advancement only you are asking. Advancement only you are asking. There is one part is the introduction one, and another part is the advanced one. So you may have the artificial intelligence, right? Shall you hear me? Are you hearing me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Sir, it is an advanced segmentation only. You may watch in the future slide means you may have a better idea on that.
Sir,
Yes,
there
sir.
is one more question from Chris.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Sir,
There is one more question from Krishna Chaurasia. Can you please read it and answer?
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Sir, that is Krishna asking about the question. Sir, I did attach the Atmega 328 Arduino and made by a minimal circuit from using 60 megahertz crystal oscillator, ceramic capacitor in order. It's possible. Krishna, it is possible. No worry about that. You may take Mega IC from the Arduino board, and you may have the several PCB, or else you may dot matrix circuit may be used. You can go for it, right? So it is a better idea. So you may minimize the particular circuit, right? So next question from Nitin Kumar Patel: how cloud computing can help in IoT project, right? So cloud computing, we needed to embed a lot of data. So we are having a sensor values, we are having a n number of routers, we are having a lot kind of devices that is needed to measure, that is converted into a data that data needed to be secure. So that is secured by means of cloud computing, right? So cloud computing is needed because we know we are having a temperature in a vary. So let us consider for we are climatic condition may be varying according to the day by day, right? So day by day maybe temperature, maybe note it down, and it is put it into a graphical format into our spreadsheet in our Google account or else Google Computing. Google Cloud Computing. So it may be used for the next years, right? You may compute the particular value. You may compute a particular value. What is going on the next day? That kind of things you may use in cloud computing, right? I think Nitin Kumar have a better answer.
Yes, sir. Please continue, sir.
I think next question is from the participants. No. Okay, let's continue. So next one, job position is available in IoT. So if you are a designer, if you are having a designer in a CAD, CAD means designer is needed for if the question is asked from the participants that the Atmega IC can be taken from the Arduino means it will cause several damage. It will not cause damage. So one of the application, Atmega application, only Arduino, right? So designer, we have to concentrate on the CAD. So CAD you already know, the computer aided design. So who can design IoT consumer devices such as wearables, right? So we have to produce a PCB, or else we have to produce a component into a smaller one. So if you know about a 3D printer and how to print the particular design into a 3D printer means it is going for a better designer way, right? Next one, material specialist. So this is I needed to concentrate on the example slides. So material specialist. Next one, embedded engineer. So here we are producing a microprocessor, right? Producing a microprocessor, we can program number of program into a microprocessor. But embedded engineer must be concentrated on sensor. Sensor, they can place a particular value or particular program into a sensor. That is the embedded engineer. So if you are able to program a microprocessor means you can easily embed a sensor. It is the next level. Microprocessor programming is very easy, but compared to the sensor programming, it is tougher. So it is a hands in the embedded engineer, right? These are the job questions available in IoT in the future of India. Next one, the job position available in IoT. That is the second slide. So network engineer. So in network engineer, we have to need to concentrate on the network. That is a fog computing network. These are the important gateway. This network engineer can be responsible to connect the internet connection between the IoT devices and the mobile phone or internet. So they are needed to concentrate. We may have the colleges as a network engineer like that. So in a company, there is a network engineer that is needed to available to produce the connection between the IoT devices and the particular phones or internet connection based laptops, tablet, right? Next one, cloud engineer. So you may ask about the question about the cloud. What's the cloud like that? You may ask. So that is a technology that is a NoSQL database, right? So it is a important technology that is embedding. These days are a lot of courses are conducting on NoSQL database, right? So the cloud engineer must embed the IoT devices on own platform means they need to concentrate on SQL. That is, SQL is nothing but abbreviated form is structured query language, right? Structured query language, they needed to collect all the sensor data or values towards the structured query language. You may know some of the computer science students available means that is a structured query language. They know that is where we have to find the data, how to get the data, how to read the data. We needed to concentrate on the data fetching, retrieving. That is a cloud engineer problem. We have to know about the basic of the SQL means you may go with the cloud engineer, right? Next one, data scientist. So data scientist, already we spoke about the data segmentation. So that is data segmentation is nothing but we needed to concentrate on and data that is fetching from the sensors that we can analyze the data. If you are having the COVID prediction, It is a lot of prediction, a lot of resources going on the prediction, right? The prediction is nothing but COVID. What is going on these June month? What is going on the July month? What is going on the August month? They are going for a prediction. So it is a lot of IEEE papers also going on this prediction, and this prediction may be available in our segmentation. That is the data scientist, right? Data scientist is needed. Data scientists needed. What are the predictions going in IoT devices in the future, right? So how the data may be varied, how the data may be varied, inversely varied, or else we have to compute the particular things, right? Next one, data visualization expert. So we may have the lot of pie charts in our Excel sheet, right? So Excel sheet, we needed to concentrate on Excel. So Excel means we have a number of value in vertical and horizontal side. You may have in Excel. That visualization is by mean of a bar chart, pie chart, like that. So that visualization we needed to go in a customer. So that is the important thing. That visualization we can be concentrated on the data visualization towards the customer means we may export the data visualization, right? Next one, user interface engineering. So user interface engineering, if you go for Google means there is a simple search box is available. So that that particular checkbox, maybe we can examine lot of things. Maybe you search where I am, and what is the future of India, what is the future of IoT device. You may search means it will give a better interface to us, right? So these are the interfaces we needed to create for the customer. In future, you may have the user interface engineering, right? Data architect. So we are going for the right model for providing the coding, right? Any questions available? Rajini? Rajini Yadav? What is the difference, Prerna? What is the difference between edge computing and fog computing in IoT device? Which one is preferred? I usually prefer the fog computing because the fog give a better experience for me to connect better IoT devices with the internet, right? So you may have a fog computing, so it may work in 4G connections better compared to this. So next one, other thing, what is the role of 3D modeling in user interfaces? So 3D modeling is nothing but you have to build a better 3D, right? Better 3D means you may have a SolidWorks. So SolidWorks, you have to learn it. So after the SolidWorks, it may give to the 3D printer, and 3D printer you may print the particular 3D modeling, right? So any other questions from your participants? I think no other questions. So we continue the presentation, right? So the next one, the programmer. So programmer, I told about that. We needed to place values in the sensors, right? So values in the sensors, and the sensor may be able to read the cloud database, read by means of a cloud database. Like that, we have to go for a programmable, right? The next one, test engineers. So test engineers, it is an easy job, but it's a tougher job to transmit over the production, right? So test engineer, we have to be able to test the function of the IoT devices. That is integrated by means of applications that is needed in the scenario, right? So next one, instrumentation engineering, who will be able to handle the activator. So instrumentation engineer is a responsible job for the instrumentation engineer is sensors and the activator. So already I discussed about the activator and sensor. It is produced in the closed loop system. So closed loop system is nothing but it's a feedback connection. And if you are using the fan means it is an open loop system, right? The fan when you are putting a fan means it will get on and it will get right. It will be get run, right? But in a closed loop system, best example is the AC, right? If you are set as the temperature to 30 degree means it will run the compressor until the 30 degree will run, right? So that is the closed loop system. That is the instrumentation engineer will needed to have the response to connect the closed loop system. So open loop system, it is not possible for the IoT devices. We have to go for a feedback system as a closed loop system, right? So these are the top five companies that is needed to concentrate or contribute to immense providing for the IoT based solution across the verticals, right? So Algo Engines, Altex Innovation, Altizen System, Pixels Clients, and IBM. So you may know the IBM. So IBM is a computer based company, but it is concentrating on a lot of IoT project and IoT based solutions, right? So here, who are who are to learn? There is a who should learn. So it is my opinion is for school students can be learned, and also a college students also learn, and person who know about the basic of the electronics also learned up by a IoT device, IoT application, right? IoT course is for school students and college students and person who know about the basic of the electronics. So these are the guys can be easily learn the IoT. And why my farmers? So this is what I'm going to create. So in the hardware setup, you needed to have the server setup, and after that, the user database and concurrent users, and next one bandwidth. So server type is nothing but you needed to have a server that is needed to always next one user database. So user database, so you needed to collect all the information from the user or sensor value from the user and also transfer to the concurrent user, right? So bandwidth we have to increase in a larger way. So if you are reducing the bandwidth means it will get lower, right? So software I am using is learning management software. So this is the support LMS service. So this support team will also always available on 24/7. So these are the course offered by our concern, certification in Internet of Things, robotics operating system, and certification program, robotics process automation certification program, and advanced certification in Internet of Things, beginner embedded system with Arduino, advanced certification in embedded system with Arduino, advanced embedded system with TIC microcontroller, advanced certification in Raspberry Pi, certification in, system with ARMS, right? And these are the example I'm going for the Arduino and IoT application in the future. These are some of the research is going on the IoT devices. And the left hand side, it is designed by me. And having a two servo motors. So you may have the servo motor in our consider servo motor maybe get axle, it will get trigger, and it will operate it into a 180-degree angle, right? You may know about the servo motor. In the downwards, the servo motor is available for the rotation, and in the upwards, there is servo motor is rotate for rotation. It is a vertical rotation. It is a horizontal rotation, right? So these can be helpful for the COVID situation, right? So I think there is a queries is available. Any question is available?
Sir, Ritik is asking what are the uses of IoT in our life?
What are the uses of IoT in life? So we can go for home automation, right? Home automation, we can control our light fans from various nations and various. It is considered a virtual system, right? Ritik Yadav, I hope the answer is useful for you. And if you are having a company, means you needed to automate all the machines under your control, like trip switch of the power supply, right? Okay. Okay. This is the design, and in the center, you know that it is a temperature sensor. It is an infrared based temperature sensor. It is given by the various companies, right? So I'm going this gun into replacing this gun, right? So it is going this gun may be it is placed as a Nerf gun, right? This Nerf gun it is suitable for this application. There is a COVID. We have to needed to automate the particular peoples. Right, particular people we have to watch what are the temperatures available on the particular peoples. You may present in the you may put these devices in a public area, So on watch what are the temperatures available for the particular devices. So it is these particular things are going a vertical way and horizontal way to place the head, right? So my program is like that. So when you are in front of your gun means this knob is facing towards your head, facing by mean of this knob. Are you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, actually I had a disturbance in my computer, so it is get closed. Okay, okay. These are the remedies. So that is the left hand side. We are having the two servo motor. That is a vertical and horizontal replacement. It is going for the phase tracking, right? So phase tracking we can be embodied, right? So this gun is replaced by mean of this gun. So it will save some of the lives. So it will save the nurse, doctors, and the policemen, etc. This robot maybe will save all the police and like that. They are the person to test our they are responsible for testing the particular humans. And after that, these are the line sensing robot. You are the guys may know about the line sensing robot. The line sensing robot are needed for this segmentation. That is they are following only the line. So there are many issues that's going on COVID-19, right? So there is no medicine is given from the nurse to particular patient. This will happen. So we may have the better idea. We may put a line sensing robot on that to transfer the medicine. Transfer the medicine to particular area means it will follow the particular line and it will give the particular medicine to the particular patient according to the their concern. So it will make a contactless, and these two remedies will be help the situation of nowadays, and it will give the rescue for the all the countries. I think so. This is the ideas. It is given by suggested by ourselves, and it may be helpful for the future India. And going to apply the pattern on these two things, right? And the information about technologies, and these are the top 10 IoT projects. So first one, smart agriculture and IoT based smart homes and IoT enabled water and sensor
उस
computing
दिन
in
देखी थी मैं डायरी दी थी, एक तुम्हारी पुरानी नोटबुक थी, म्यूजिक की नोटबुक थी, उसमें 4-5 पेज भरे थे, वो निकालो.
madam it's get disturbed, ma'am. Hello. Next one, air quality monitoring. Next one, driving monitoring system, RFID technologies and healthcare application and wireless noise sensor network and face recognition system. Right. So I want to explain the three things from this one. So I already explained about the smart agriculture system and IoT based smart home and IoT and air quality monitoring. So these are the major problems. That is in 6 months ago, there is a Punjab, there is a air pollution will happen to the Delhi's, and due to that, lot of moisture is coming towards the Delhi, and like that, a lot of problem is going on it. So we have to go for the air quality monitor. How many particles are get mixed, like that we have to go for it. And next one, the driving monitoring system. So it is an autonomous robot. I already explained the artificial intelligence. So this may be help in the future segmentation. That is artificial intelligence. I already spoke to you. So we have to monitor the driving, and that is done by means of a GPS and like that, right? So next one, these are the healthcare application. I already discussed about the COVID-19. How the IoT devices can be help for the healthcare application. So if you are having a heart patient in your home means we needed to monitor the heart patient for 24/7. So they have to monitor the BP rating and heartbeat rating. We have to monitor 24/7 in the healthcare application, right? So this kind of a project will be helpful for the future of the health and also the future of the India, right? So these are the small advice. It is obviously I go for a small advice. So I already read that book is you can win. So that's the first line of the particular book is winner don't do the different thing, they do the things different, right? So these are the things you needed to concentrate on your life. If you are having a different purpose, for example, if you are playing a cricket means all the 30 yards are, and the 30 yards all the members are inside the 30 yards means you needed to do a helicopter shot, right? So that is what the different thing that is done by Dhoni, Mahendra Singh Dhoni. So we have to do a different things that only we can easily survive in the world, right? So these are the advices. Obviously, you may have this advice as a elder brother of me, and always you stay in a positive thought, right? You have to stay in a positive thought in a negative situation. You may have a bad day, you may have a very bad day in many in your life in many situations, right? But you have to stay in a positive thought, right? So that is the left hand side shows, and right hand side, if you having a negative thought too much means you are having a discharged battery. That is, you didn't have any technological, you didn't learn, you have a negative thought. If you are grounding the negative thought means you can become as a technological person. That is a charged battery. That is a charged battery means you are fulfill your life, right? So you have to negative the ground, right? So this is the small advice that is I'm going to give to me. Next, any question and answer? Any question and answer? Any questions from the participants? Shall we go for example? People needed to line, and if you don't want online, will be create something. No, ma'am. Actually, there is a disturbance is available. The disturbance is having. Line, if you don't have any online, it will be create something. Yes, ma'am. Actually, I had a disturbance that I spoke about you. This is on the device. They told that this is on the device like that. Shall we move on the another example, ma'am? Example slide, ma'am. Okay. I'm going to show the example slides. That is a sample project. It is done by me. It is IoT projects. And if you have any doubt means at the end of session I will explain, I will clarify your queries, right? So first of all, my project is simple home automation, right? And the next one, the automatic attendance, and third one, automatic sanitizer dispenser. So it is apart from our presentation. It is not comes under the category of IoT. It is a general things I have to transmit to you. First of all, we are going for the simple home automation, and simple home automation is nothing but here we are having the relay. So already I told about the activator and relay like that I told. So these are the IoT devices. I'm done by mean of a PCB that get from the nearest store, and they're having the relay and ESP. That is, ESP is nothing but a combination of Wi-Fi module plus Arduino. So we can easily program on it, and it is done by mean of a Blink application. So Blink application, I already told about the Blink Android app is available. So that Android app can be create a simple user interface to connect the IoT device, right? So here the IoT devices is placed, and after that we are having the 4 relays, right? So here the major problem is when we activate the device, when we activate these bulbs in a manual way means it will create some problem. So I am understand the particular situations. I am here placing a 240 volt supply, right? So 240 volt supply, it is directly connected to the input as well as output, right? So here this is the basic switch. It is connected to the terminals. I will explain the operation in the operation segmentation. Right, this is the circuit segmentation I needed to explain before the operation. Here the relay is needed, right? So the relay is needed to control the particular switch. So you know that AC voltage having the phase and neutral. So we needed to connect directly the neutral and we need to switch the particular phase, right? So phase is switched by mean of these things, right? So it is collected from these terminals. The phase is collected from these terminals and connected to here, right? So here the AC source is available, and here the positive signals are positive. Positive. There is a phase is connected as a ground, right? It is going towards the relay, and after that neutral is directly connected to the wire. That is neutral is directly connected to the wire by means of black wire. When the relays get activated, this red color line is joined together. Relay will join together, right? So after that it will create some of the energy to the particular bulb, and it will get low, right? So when we switch on this particular application on this segmentation means this ESP get a positive signal and get activate this particular relay. So that is shown in the simple home automation. So here the left hand side is they are owning the switch, and it will indicate on the Android application, right? This is the one term, and right hand side they are having the bidirectional, that is done by mean of Android application and also a switch, right? You may have this. They pressing the first one, second one, and third one, and fourth one. The bulb will be go dynamically, so according to the input, right? So this is a home automation. It is done by me. And next one, we are going for the automatic attendance. So automatic attendance, you need a fingerprint, or else you need a camera on the input, right? So here I am placing the fingerprint. So it is a simple application. Here I am only need a ESP8266. That is a microprocessor, that is Wi-Fi based microprocessor, that is Arduino plus Wi-Fi module. So it is connected with the 3.3 terminals of the particular microprocessor, and transmitted and received, and it is connected to the ground. So here we are having only 4 terminals. So there is a positive and negative, and RX and TX. So here we are going for the bidirectional way. Here we are seeing seeing that how to enroll and how to permanently store the fingerprint. So this fingerprint having only 127 IDs. So that fingerprint having IDs like 0 to 127, because these fingerprint having a EEPROM, right? So the EEPROM we are having a 127 stored fingerprint only we can store, right? So these are the smaller enrollment. So here I am placing the hand on the fingerprint means the image will be taken, and the image is converted and remove the finger, and after that we have to replace the particular thing, right? So after that, the placing the finger means image taken, and the image gets stored on the 11th ID 11, right? So the ID 11 gets stored means we have to save the ID 11 as a one part, and it will be matched towards the name, number, mobile number, like that. We have to call the particular fingerprint ID towards the database. So it is a big segmentation. We needed to explain a lot. Lot of time to taken into an application, right? So next one, automatic home automation. I already spoke to you, and it is done by mean of own interest, and it will be help for your homes and your shops, and you may have a bigger part means you may help several society, right? This is a part. There is a simple wiring diagram I collected from the internet. So it is a smaller part only. You may try in home, right? You must need a TIP 32C PNP transistor, right? So transistor have a property: if the input is enabled, output get enabled, right? If the input is not enabled, output get disabled. So here I am input I place as a IR sensor. It will get a 1 and 0 according to the input, right? If I place a hand on here means it will get a 1 as a data towards the PNP transistor. If I not placing this hand on here means it will get 0, right? If 1 is getting towards this PNP transistor means there is a 5 voltage is getting towards the PNP transistor on the base segment means the pump will get activated, right? So or else the pump will get deactivated. The pump will activated means it will pour the water into this time, right? So it is shown in that this slide. So here I am placing the IR sensor. The IR sensor is placing here, and after that it is suck the particular water into a upside. So it is the one of the type. The same type I am following this prototype. So here I am placing the some of the color papers and models. You may have the right, mixer model, and it is I am vertically shifted and place this model, and topwards I am placing a water bottle on that, and here we go for the sanitizer on that, and it will wet faster. So it is not advisable method according to my concern, because soap water is enough, but we needed to have a pump inside the sanitizer, means it will be get burned. So soap water is it's not a matter, but we are going for the sanitizer, means the inside we placing the pump is it will cause the several damage to the people, even it get burned. According to my concern, if the voltage or fluctuation may be increased, it will be caused, right? Next one, it is a better design compared to the previous one. Here all the devices or fetching is or advised by the experts from the industrialists, right? From the industries. Here the IC not IEEE 5, IC 555 timer and placed, right? So that is a timer circuit. So it is simply goes as a timer circuit. Here they are having a 4 terminals. So 1 0, 0 0 and 1 0, like that we are going for the dip. 0 0 means 5 seconds, 1 0 means 10 seconds, 1 1 means 50 seconds, and 0 1 means 100 seconds, I think so. And I am just placing a 10 second, right? So here right hand side having a IR sensor, IR proxy sensor, right? So before I showing about that the IR normal sensor, it is the IR proxy sensor. It is costly. It is costly more about a 950 rupees, right? Here I am placing a buzzer, right? This buzzer will be indicate the sound when the hand is placed on here, right? So these are the automatic sanitizer. Automatic sanitizer, how it's working? It's only for a 3 drop, right? So it is enough for to wash all the hand towards the by mean of a rubbing. So this indicates that the red color light that will go when the sensor is get activated. The timer will open the solenoid valve. So this is the solenoid valve. So this solenoid valve get activated by mean of giving input from the sensor, right? It is a simple logic. It is designed by mean of a RO plant. RO plant you may have in a room, or else you may see in a lot of areas, right? So it is a simple design. So moreover, I spent 2,500 rupees to design this particular application. Its capacity is 4.5 liters, and the marketing cost is 9,000 rupees, right? 9,000 rupees or 6,000 to 9,000 rupees according to the sensor we are putting, right? So it is not a advertisement. You may do it or own for your build up your society. So it is a small advice is given by me. Any queries regarding this project? Any queries? Participants, you may ask the queries. Moment answer. Yeah. A lot of questions are available. Is there any other device why we can use megawatt of relay which work for same like that relay? Yeah. There is a PNP transistor, NPN transistor. It is act like relay. You may try a ULN 2003, right? It is for a stepper motor controller. You may use it as a relay, right? So you may have a circuit diagram and on that you may search in the internet, right? ULN 3 as a relay driver. You may search in a Google, means it will give the answer. And PNP transistor, NPN transistor, you may have the sanitizer example. That is a input as a base as a terminal. Base terminal we give a input, means collector terminal will get output, right? If the sanitizer dispenser instead of proximity sensor, ultrasonic sensor used, yeah. But we are going for the ultrasonic sensor. We use the microprocessor or Arduino. We are using that to calculate the distance, right? So I am designing the system without the ultrasonic sensor, right? IR sensor, it will give a one value. That is when it is conducted means it will give a 5 voltage. When the 5 voltage get to the timer means it will operate the solenoid valve, right? Alvin, sorry, get the answer. Okay, okay, ma'am. Ma'am, hello.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, ma'am. I'm here, ma'am. Some of the questions are asked by the participants. I may answer it.
Yes,
Any
sir.
other questions, ma'am?
Yeah, Alvin is asking if we are using ultrasonic sensor to replace IR
Yes,
sensor in sanitizer.
it is not. It is possible, but we have to replace the microprocessor. The timer circuit will be replaced by means of a microprocessor. It is possible, but it is tougher. It is tougher to program the microprocessor. So I am designing this project as without microprocessor.
Okay.
Okay,
If in
ma'am.
sanitizer dispenser, if in a sanitizer dispenser, instead of proximity sensor, ultrasonic sensor is used, then
Yes, ma'am. Ultrasonic sensor, it may have a several distance. We have to calculate it, and it is a tougher one because ultrasonic sensor having a lot of holes in their segment. It will allow the lot of dust into the sanitizer into the ultrasonic sensor. So it is not possible to design for the particular sanitizer, ma'am.
okay. So guys, if there are any more questions, please you can write in the chat box or you may unmute yourself and raise your queries. This is a very good session, very nice interactive session with Professor Alauddin. We are very thankful to him. Students, guys, if you have any more questions, please write it in the chat box or unmute yourself. So, this was a very nice, interactive, informative session, sir. I
Okay,
think
ma'am. Thank you.
no more questions. I just wish to inform all of you, today we are giving a very lucrative offer to all of the participants of this program only. That means if you will enroll in any of the programs, at TechTub, you will be getting 25% flat discount. So I will be sending you mail also, all of you. So if you wish, you may contact me on my number. I am dropping my number in the chat box, or you may register directly on the site also. So there are many programs available to IoT, related to IoT on with us. So for more information, you can join our programs. Right, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
It was a very nice session. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye, ma'am.
We are ending the session here. Yes. Bye.
Hello. Hello. அந்த வந்துடும்